everyone, my name is Sue. I work for the Growing Hope Gardens and I'm going to talk about pollinators today. A pollinator is anything that helps carry pollen from the male part of the flower to the female part of the same or another flower. The movement of pollen must occur for the plant to become fertilized and produce fruits, seeds, and young plants. That is the definition of pollinator by National Park Service. So, who are the pollinators? Let's talk about them. On this slide, you can see the examples of daytime pollinators: bees, butterflies, beetles, and then birds. But we cannot forget about nocturnal pollinators such as moths and then bats. You see the photo of dragon fruit flowers. It's a cactus family flower, and they blossom overnight. And then they depend on them to pollinate the moths and the moth. Now, here are examples of two most common pollinator flowers, sunflowers and lavenders. In these videos, you can see bees and butterflies being busy collecting nectar and pollen from those flowers. Now let's talk about California native flowers. Native plants are adapted to local climate and the soil conditions where they naturally occur. These important plant species provide nectar, pollen, and seeds that serve as food for native butterflies, insects, birds, and other animals. They also provide shelters and food for wildlife. In addition, they promote biodiversity and stewardship of our natural heritage. One of the good reasons to have a California native is because this is so beautiful and pollinators love them. It's a yarrow. Yes, yarrow is very beautiful, but there are many California native flowers pollinators love and are beneficial, such as California poppies. California poppies do not produce lots of nectar to feed bees, or it is not the right shaped flowers butterflies can land easily, but still very good pollinator flowers for bees collecting pollens. One of my most favorite California native is lupine. We have been lucky recent years since we were able to see them cover hill after hill. A few years ago, when they covered hills, I saw painted ladies butterflies and then bees dancing around them. It was such an exciting view for me. Next California native I want to introduce is blue-eyed grass. It is a star-shaped purple flower belong to iris family. It is perennial, so once you plant, flowers come back each year. How about flowers you can eat? Now I'm going to talk about edible flowers. And this is calendula. And you can add the head of the flower and it just brightens up your salad so beautifully. Now, this is the barrage. Growing them is easy and the flowers are pretty. You can brew tea with flowers or add an accent on your salad. Here's an example of what I made. I added 3 different kinds of edible flowers on my rice bowl. Have you ever thought about creating an herb garden? Starting an herb garden is one of the easiest things you can do. Growing herbs is an easy and a delicious way to start gardening. Many of them are beneficial for pollinators too. So this is rosemary, and then the pollinators love it. And you love it also because it's a herb you can cook, like meat and then everything else, and it gives you so much flavor. So this is the basil flower you are looking at. But other than basil, you can add chives, cilantro, dill, fennel, lavender, lemon balm, mint, or oregano. All are very pollinator friendly herbs. Mustard family plants are a great addition. You can use mustard green for your salad or stir fry lightly. Arugula, also radish, are mustard family. Let's now talk about pollinator host plants. The first one is fennel. It is a host plant for swallowtail butterflies. However, fennel has been used widely as an herb. Also, the white part of the plants just above the ground can be sliced thinly and eaten with oil and salt, for example. These are photos of monarch butterfly and a beetle on fennel flowers, and a swallowtail butterfly with zinnia flower. This is the last slide for this presentation. What you are seeing is milkweed, which is host plant for monarch butterfly caterpillars. Milkweed produce lots of nectars and very pollinator friendly. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and then I hope to see you again.